Hi everyone, this is Dennis Pan from SAP Ariba. Today I'm going to give you a demo on SAP Conversational AI chatbot I created, in which I named it as MovieStars.AI. So this chatbot is designed for a user like you and me to input a URL to an image on the internet, and then the bot will analyze the image and reply to you a response that shows which celebrities are inside the image. So I will be creating a blog on this on SAP Conversational AI page regarding how this bot is made so that you will see all the details. This is simply a demo to show you how this chatbot works. So the starting point of this demo is stars-AI local directory on my computer. And in this local directory, it has bot.py program, which is the heart of the chatbot. Without this program, basically this MovieStars.AI chatbot won't work. And then I also have the index.html file. This is actually an HTML page that will embed the web chat for the chatbot so that you can chat on the chat window on this page with the chatbot. If I will in the future upload this to AWS so that you have a AWS link that allow you to go in and then you can play with chatbot on index.html. But for now, it's on my computer. It's not in AWS yet. Now also you have background.png, basically it's a background image for index.html for aesthetics reasons. Here you also see temp.jpg. So when bot.py extracted the image from the URL you provided on the chatbot, the image is not in a usable format. So we have to temporarily save temp.jpg onto the local directory, the same directory as in for bot.py, and then bot.py will extract temp.jpg from the local directory and put it inside the program and send the image to AWS for AWS to recognize and analyze which celebrities are in it and return the result to you. And then, of course, it will you purposely in this program return the result to SAP Conversational AI platform so that my chatbot can tell you which celebrity it is inside the image. I'm not going to open bot.py for now because to show you what's inside because the program now inside contains AWS key for my AWS account. I don't want anybody to hack into my system, so therefore I cannot open this. In the future, when I created a blog for this chatbot, you will see details of what's inside bot.py, except that I removed my own key. You have to put your own key in there. And of course, I recommend you not to share your own key to anybody else because you do not want your AWS account hacked, period. So this is how bot.py works in general. I created this image called bot.py diagram. So this diagram shows you basic inner working of bot.py in a nutshell. So the first step is to use Photo3 library from related to AWS recognition. It will allow you to connect to AWS, gain access to recognition system. Then the second step is reading user input from MovieStars.AI CAI bot. So on the chat window of the HTML page, you will type in things like who is in www.something.png. But the thing is, we only want the URL from the input. So this sends the string for user input to another algorithm that extracts URL from the input that you provided to the chatbot. And it will extract things like www.blah.blah.png and after it got the URL string, it will throw that to the try except block. In the try block, first of all, you already got the URL and you extract the image from the URL. And then to make the image usable for the program, you save the image you extracted from the URL into temp.jpg to the same directory containing bot.py. Then you open temp.jpg from the local directory, upload that into the program, and then you send the image you got from temp.jpg to AWS recognition. And then eventually you get JSON response for AWS regarding which celebrities are inside the image. Of course, JSON response is kind of ugly looking and it's not really readable for most humans. So therefore, we have to extract vital celebrity info from JSON response using a for loop. After you got all the information regarding the celebrities, you combine all the vital information into a response string. In this example, suppose the image is from a link to for an image of Sophia Turner, who is Sansa Stark in the movie Game of Thrones. And it will contain all the information regarding the actress found inside the image and even the IMDb link that tell you more information about this celebrity. So Amazon bought IMDb. So Amazon have access to all the data on IMDb, especially images of celebrities. So that's why they're able to use the data they have to train their model and then help to identify which celebrities are inside the image you provided to AWS recognition system. But however, sometimes no celebrities got detected from the image you got from the URL, and the response will be set to telling you that there's no celebrity to get detected. Try another image URL. So if you put in the image of a burger, basically the URL points to an image of a hamburger in the internet. What will happen is that there's nobody inside. So the response string will become empty. To make sure you are explaining to the user what's going on, you have to set response string to telling people that there's no celebrities detected. And so the user understands what's going on. But sometimes maybe the URL the user input could be a www.cn.com. It points to a website, but not to an image. So therefore, this try block will fail. We don't want the bot.py program to crash and burn. So therefore, we have to throw an exception in which we have to set the response string to tell you either the image is not detected or the URL is not valid, or the URL doesn't point to any images. So it asks you to enter a new URL image. Image URL that is valid. And so the user knows what's going on. But no matter what response string got set into, the program will use JSON file algorithm on the response string, actually the JSON file function on the response string, and then return the JSON data to CAI. If it detected a celebrity like Sophie Turner, great. It will print out on chat window of the chatbot. It will print out the name and other information of the celebrity. But if it doesn't detect anything, we just say, sorry, no celebrity detect. Try another image URL. So the user feel comfortable of what's going on with the chatbot. All right. So first of all, let's start the program. The first step is to run PowerShell as administrator. And I also open another PowerShell as an administrator. So basically, I'm using a system called ngrok, in which it runs a simulated server on my own computer. So this is not connected to the internet. This is just simply, uh, you know, a temporary server to demonstrate how this uh, chatbot works. So first of all, I go to the directory containing the bot.py Python program, and then I run the Python program bot.py. At the same time, in another window, I have to run ngrok program, so we can create a server. Here we go, it's running. And so now let's run ngrok. Wait for a while. Takes time. Here we go. So in here, you have a forwarding URL that starts with HTTPS. This is the URL you want to use in order to connect the program to the chatbot. Basically, it's API related to the chatbot. And here, I enter my conversational AI page. And let me go into MovieStars.AI, which is the MovieStar.AI chatbot. I also have image URL intent. The intent is basically expressions or sentences that the user input that contain URL to the image. It can be simply the URL link, or you can say something like, I got linked to a picture with this link. And also at the same time, whenever I train this intent, I always get the URL marked as URL entity. And this is important for my bot to recognize what is being inputted and then respond accordingly when it triggers a skill. Now, let's go to the field area. Let's go to detect celebrity skill. This is the skill that actually allows the chatbot to respond to you, telling you which celebrities are in the image. You look at that, you have the triggers tab. The trigger is add image URL intent. If it's present, this skill will be triggered, but also we need to put in URL entity as the requirements so that you have URL information needed for this skill in the bot to work to tell people which celebrities are inside the image. Then we click on the Actions tab. This is the response of the chatbot to you if you input a URL to an image on the internet. But the thing is, we also need to put in the API for the chatbot for the bot.py so that responses from bot.py will be put into the chatbot chat window. All right, so let's do some testing. Supposedly, I just put in maybe the URL of a celebrity like this. Okay, so it shows the image of the celebrity on the image that is pointed by this URL. You can even click on original image to see the original image. In here it says it's Jennifer Lawrence. So BASIC is successful in detecting celebrities based on the URL. What if we have the actor Liam Neeson? So this is the image URL to Liam Neeson's picture. And here you see the image of Liam Neeson and the original image to Liam Neeson, and a message telling you which celebrity is inside the image. So far so good. But what if we put in the image of something that's not there's no people in there or no celebrities there. Let's see what happens. Aha. So it tells you there's no celebrity got detected because it's simply a burger. And you can even see the original image of the burger. Uh, and sometimes, if you type in things like www.cnn.com, it will tell you either image not detected or it didn't enter a valid URL because that points to a website but not an image. So basically it's showing you that the program is working flawlessly. Okay, so let's try this on the index.html web chat. So before I go to this, so first of all, I go to the Connect tab of my chatbot. I select web chat and my web chat channel. What happens is that I can set up web chat for me to embed onto a HTML file. Here I have the message settings, and I even have a welcome message that hint the user on what they should use, they should do to use the chatbot. It says, welcome to MovieStars.AI chatbot. Please enter valid image URL and we'll tell you which movie celebrities are in the image. After you set up everything, in which I will tell you more details while I write the blog, but you always have a web chat script for you to embed in the HTML file. So you just simply copy the whole thing. If you make any changes, say save changes. Since we didn't do any changes, so we just close it. And then we can open the index.html. And we can paste what we have copied here. But basically, this hasn't been changed, so I won't paste it. But whenever you make changes to the web chat settings and you are making new changes, you can copy the whole web chat JavaScript snippet and paste it here. So you can delete the whole thing and paste another JavaScript snippet for the web chat of this MovieStars.AI chatbot. And of course, there you have a code embedding the background image so that the HTML file looks good aesthetically. Now let's go ahead and play with the chatbot on the HTML file. And say click on me. So let's say, let's put in an image of a, an actress. We'll see what will happen. Aha, it detected that for the image pointed by the URL, it's an image of a lady named Liu Yifei. She actually stars in the new Disney movie Mulan. So that is awesome. And it tells you all the details regarding this actress from China. Then maybe we can put in the image of a Will Smith. So it's pointed to by this URL. Indeed, it's Will Smith. And then what if we put in the link for an image that contains more than one celebrities? Aha. So it detected that from the image you have Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt in the image. And the confidence level for both of them are 100% because probably in IMDb they have images that are exactly the same as we have seen here. That is pointed by the URL inputted by the user. So therefore you have confidence level 100%. But for the image of Will Smith, for example, maybe the IMDb may or may not have the same image as we have seen here. So therefore, it has a confidence level of 99.993%, but it's pretty good. So everything is good. But then if we put in an image of, for example, something that is not people, like this, it will tell you no celebrity images got detected because there's nobody in there. It's just an aircraft carrier. So yeah, that's it for the demo, and thank you very much for listening to me on this demo, and enjoy your day, and please stay tuned for my new blog on SAP Conversational AI that will be published sometime in October or November. So stay tuned, and hopefully you by then can recreate this chatbot by yourself on your own computer. Thank you very much.